What is going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new movie review. Today I'm going to be discussing Dragged Across Concrete. If you guys are new here, consider hitting that like and subscribe button down there where you guys get tons of early movie reviews and early reviews over on this channel. Plus, you guys can also go over to Sandwich on Films down below for all sorts of love into geeky content and plus chances of seeing movies early. I was really excited for Dragged Across Concrete because the biggest reason being is S. Craig Zahler was directing this. Now, I'm a big fan of his where it comes to Bone Tomahawk, which I think is actually one of the best created westerns, and when you go down to even Brawl in Cell Block 99, which was an excellent crime drama, when you look at both those films, this guy really throws it back to the early days of when westerns were a thing, but flips the genre on its head, but keeps that same tone intact. This is why I was really excited about Dragged Across Concrete, because it looked like a buddy cop crime drama, which it is, because it's about two cops who, after they find themselves getting suspended, have to turn to maybe becoming criminals into the underworld and doing some dark, dirty stuff. In a sense, Craig Zahler does the same exact thing that he does with Bone Tomahawk and Brawl in Cell Block 99. He takes his time with every single moment of the story beat, telling it from all different perspectives and taking, again, a slow burn that not everyone appreciates. I do, especially when it comes to him, and setting up every single angle of the story and not leaving one thing untraced or even one little plot hole. People, again, might have issues with, but I've never personally had an issue when it comes to these films. He did the same thing with Bone Tomahawk, he did the same thing with Brawl in Cell Block 99, and he does the same thing within Dragged Across Concrete. This is actually his longest film to date. This is a 2-hour and 48-minute film, and I loved every little second of it. Like, I was so enthralled and so just into it. Like, I respect this dude for how much balls he has for literally taking his time. I mean, like, an hour and a half into the film, it's still setting up a lot, and even though a lot of people will have issues with that, I didn't. I appreciate that he takes his time with every single aspect of the story, really settling us into what's going to happen. Once you get to the ending of the film, it really just packs a punch, and every little thing comes together. Again, one of the best things I love about him is that he is a throwback director. He throws it back to the old days of like the 80s, the 70s, and the type of filmmaking style within that, and Dragged Across Concrete is kind of in that same vein. It isn't in the same vein again with two cops in a crime drama. And again, Brawl in Cell Block 99 was more about a criminal. Bone Tomahawk was a western, and now he's tackling the crime drama genre again, but with cops this time, and it's different, it's unique, and I love it. I'm looking forward to this film forever, ever since I heard that Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn were signed on to do this, and they both give excellent performances in here. You know, I understand not everyone loves Mel Gibson. I understand, like, he said some in the past, but he does give a great performance in here, and so does Vince Vaughn. Their chemistry with one another really works to no other end, and it was really cool to see that Craig had grabbed him and brought him onto this project, because, I mean, Mel Gibson as a cop who maybe goes a little bit above the line works for this character. Personally, I have to give a big shout out to Tori Kittles, who plays Henry Johns, who's one of the other protagonists in this film, and it follows his story as he's just getting out of prison and how he might intertwine into the same story. He was excellent in here, and he brought a lot of emotional depth to his character, and everyone in general gives a solid, good performance. Michael J. White's good in here. Jennifer Carpenter was wasted. I have no idea why she was in this film. She's barely in it, but I do get her emotional stakes for where she is. If I had any nitpicks, it would actually probably be with her character. There's a span of 15-20 minutes of just her character, and I get where they're going with it. I get why they're building up, but I feel like a reshot or a rewrite actually would have helped, and actually helped the pacing a little bit, because that's where I get down to it, is my little bit of a nitpick for this film. And even with Bone Tomahawk, I guess people can say like the slow burn. I don't mind the slow burn, but there are certain characters in here that I'm like, I don't need to know much about them. Jennifer Carpenter's character is kind of one of those that she shows up, she's in the story, her point came across, and then she's gone. And it was like, okay, she's a pretty solid actress, but why did I have to know every single thing about her? And I feel like that was the one thing in the whole film that you could have easily cut out and actually made the film maybe 20 minutes shorter. No ways am I complaining too much, because I love what he does with his films. They feel all epic. Like, they feel like an old style Hollywood film where you're watching something come across, something magical, something special, something Unique stylized film that jumps into the cop crime drama films genre and really flips it on its ass and spanks the shit out of it and changes it overall. Put that on the poster. Listen, Lionsgate, you can put that on the posters and the trailers. I'll sign off on it. Gritty, it's unique, and it's very stylized. It is totally from Craig's hand, and I cannot wait to see what this guy does next. Personally, for me, he is 3 for 3. I've enjoyed each and every one of his films immensely. This might be, it's kind of tied with Brawl in Cell Block 99. Bone Tomahawk's still my favorite film, but overall, I think he took such a great time pacing this film through. Every single layer and every single thing he's trying to say comes out thoroughly and seamlessly without being bunched on the noggin and saying, oh, you gotta pay attention to this. Takes his time with every single scene, and I really do appreciate that. In a sense, this is actually like the best version of a GTA movie that we will ever get. That's a big compliment because I love Grand Theft Auto, but it really did feel like a Grand Theft Auto kind of tone to it with all the different characters, how it all intertwines, and in general, how much they set up each character and how they take their time. I mean, there's multiple scenes of just Vince Vaughn and Mel Gibson just staking out stuff, which is a ballsy choice to have, of just two guys sitting in a car for majority of the film, but it works because of their chemistry and their performances. And overall, I really enjoyed Dragged Across Concrete. It's the film I wanted. It's when I heard about it, when I saw the trailer, it's everything it sold me out to be, and I really enjoyed this film. So with all that said, I'm gonna give Dragged Across Concrete an A-. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Dragged Across Concrete. Did you guys see this yet? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let's talk about it down below. And what is your favorite film by this director? Is it Bone Tomahawk? Is it Cell Block 99? Or is it this now new one? Let me know down below, guys. Let's talk about it. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll make sure to catch you soon. Stay classy.